Before we begin this episode, I have to make a formal apology to Mr. Graham Raff from Cheston Hardwick's Animal Park, because in the previous episode, I mistakenly thought that the name G. Raff was a wind-up during the Vacancy a Week segment, but he is in fact a real person. Well, vacancy has been filled, but we have agreed by way of apology to endorse Cheston Hardwick's Animal Park during the next episode. Don't worry, it'll be subtle. I mean, you probably won't even notice it, to be fair, but it'll still meet our contractual criteria so that we avoid any legal action. I could do without it because my divorce absolutely bloody rinsed me dry.
Are you confused? What is the next step in your career? This is your life, goddammit. This is Jobsworth.
Hello and welcome to Jobsworth, the show dedicated to helping you find the job that you're worth. I'm Kevin Dunn, your host, your guide through the many careers that are out there, so that you avoid the pitfalls of wasting your limited time on this spinning globe doing a job you detest. Because I know how that feels. Yeah, right. Yeah. Why would you listen to me? Well, only because my job, when I'm not having a fantastic time at Cheston Hardwick's Animal Park, is as a professional careers advisor, trying to influence the young, naive, overly confident, somewhat arrogant minds of teenagers to get into a career for life and avoid prison. And I have mostly been successful because, although not one has followed my advice to a T, I take pride in knowing for a fact that only a couple of dozen or so have ended up in prison. Although that's only the ones that I'm aware of, and that doesn't include minor offences. Each week we invite a guest to share an insight into their career, and we also have our regular features, Teen Junction, Doppleganger Job Swap, and Vacancy of the Week. But let's now meet our guest. Do you like motors? Well, our guest does, and you might have seen him on telly reviewing second-hand motors on his show, DT's Second-Hand Bargain Motors on the Frugal channel. I've got a clip here.
Have you ever driven a brand new vehicle off the forecourt? Congratulations! You've wasted money. You're a fool. The second-hand car market is booming. I'm DT. Join me as I am the military-trained German Shepherd leading you through that minefield as we search for some second-hand motor bargains. Bargains and bangers. That's 40 miles an hour. Deals and wheels. Oh my word! 50, and it's still going. It's second-hand bargain motors.
Yes, it's motoring journalist Duncan Tuffle, a.k.a. DT. Welcome, Duncan.
Thanks, Kevin. Call me DT, please.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I'd just prefer it if you did.
Is it because you're trying to sound cool and trendy?
I just prefer to be called DT.
Yeah, but that's not your name, though, is it? I mean, you were born Duncan. Your name is Duncan. Aren't you a bit old to be trying to, sound young and hip?
But I'm not that old.
You're old enough to be a Duncan. You what? I'm not chastising him. You don't feel chastised, do you?
I suppose I do a bit, yeah.
Fine. I'll call you DT. Don't suit you, but still. Right, so you're a TV presenter, a motoring journalist.
Actually, Kevin, I prefer the term professional driver.
What, like a racing driver?
No, but I do drive professionally.
Like a bus driver?
I'm nothing like a bloody bus driver.
All right, Duncan. Calm down. You do realise I'm a careers advisor. I know, careers. You say professional driver. I mean, that's what springs to mind. What? I've been told to apologise, so I'm sorry if we've got off on the wrong foot. But please explain, because to me, I'd think that you're more of a journalist than professional driver, because you reported on different cars, aren't you?
That's true, but I don't just do that, see.
All right, well, what else do you do?
I also drive an Uber.
Right, so not far off a bus driver then. It's not low, is it? I mean, it's just smaller than a bus. If anything, to be fair, a bus is probably a bit more specialist. What's that face for?
Jobsworth.
Right, you're on the Frugal channel, so how did you get that gig?
Well, the channel was created by Martin Lewis, money-saving expert, back in 2015 as a channel dedicated to being frugal with your funds. And he wanted a motoring show. I've known Martin for a number of years, from when we met down at the local golf club.
You're a golfer, are you?
No, I was driving a golf cart around for people.
Of course you're a professional driver.
Yes, I know.
Hey, you couldn't drive a golf cart through an animal park, could you?
Excuse me?
I mean, there's no windscreen wipers for a starter. I mean, what would the monkeys pull off? So you'd need to drive through an animal park like Cheston Hardwicks in a proper car, wouldn't you? Such fun for all family. All the animals and all that, yeah. Wouldn't you agree? That is fun for all family. Cheston Hardwicks Animal Park open 365, except bank holidays, and I know there's a week shutdown in. I've lost the piece of paper. Where's that? Where's that piece of paper with the details on? I can't find. Anyway, the point I'm really trying to make here is that it's bound to have your family roaring with laughter. Don't you think, Duncan? Just say yes, because contractually I've done my bit then. I can move on with my life.
I didn't have a good time at an animal park, actually.
Right, if it were Cheston Hardwicks, then stop now.
It wasn't.
All right, well, crack on then.
It was a very hot day. The aircon had packed up, so we had our windows down. I was on a first date. She wasn't saying much. I think she was in awe of being in the presence of a celebrity.
Whoa, don't sell yourself short, Dunk. Not just any celebrity. A celebrity who's an expert in cars with broken aircon.
Anyway, we're slowly driving through the animal park when tragedy struck.
Can I just say that at Cheston Hardwicks Animal Park, I think I've said that more than we agreed to, innit? It's very safe, and I reckon that some of the animals have definitely been trained by St John's Ambulance.
It was as if it happened in slow motion, and yet it was so quick. I had no time to react at all. Because of the heat, our windows were down, and suddenly, without warning, a wild animal threw Glenda's open window.
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah. A camel snatched her doner kebab.
Oh, whew. I thought he was going to get a bit sick like that, you know.
I don't think the combination of chili sauce, mayonnaise and mint sauce suited the camel's digestive system. While we were still in shock from what just happened, suddenly, again without warning, it projectile vomited the kebab back all over Glenda.
Oh no.
Yep. 3 valets later, the upholstery still bears the kebab stain.
So you were saying Martin Lewis?
Didn't get a second date.
Not surprised. So Martin Lewis. Talk about Martin Lewis.
I mean, of course, I wasn't going to kiss her on the mouth.
Right. Let's leave that now. Right. Let's just move on. Right. Tell us about your encounter with Martin Lewis. Right.
We got talking. I'd mentioned that I was a columnist in a popular publication.
What's that?
The Watchtower. Have you heard of it?
Isn't that like the Jehovah's Witness leaflet?
It's more than just a leaflet, Kevin. It's a very informative piece of factual journalism. There's more than you think in there.
What like?
Well, last month, they had a great feature on which garden shed could survive the imminent Armageddon.
Right.
Another feature was a blessed way to clean UPVC doors and windows.
Oh, practical.
There's also an agony aunt column. That gets a bit heavy going. There's a lot of condemnation going on in there.
Yeah, back to Martin Lewis.
Yeah, he was impressed because I'm well known for my knowledge of cars. And I'm also often called a tight-ass bastard in the bar afterwards.
Right, and he just gave you a show like that. Oh, I wonder if I can get a show. Martin, if you're listening, you're probably not, but if you are, let's talk. Get in touch with Jobsworth.
I've got experience. A few years ago, I was asked to present Top Gear in its 2002 revamp.
Really?
Yeah, they said, DT, do you want to present TG? I said, is JC doing it? They said, yeah. I said, no thanks.
By JC, you mean Jeremy Clarkson?
I said, listen, I'm a professional driver, and I've managed to get into some pretty tight spots in my time. But you can think again if I'm going to squeeze into the crack of his arse. No way. The man's a diva. Then they gave the gig to Richard Hammond. Honestly, he's so far up JC's arse.
Whoa, we got youngsters listening, all right? I mean, we could bleep you, but as we found out in the last episode, we don't have the budget for the official bleep. So, I mean, Christ knows what you'd end up with,
Don't you think, though? It's extremely cringeworthy, though, isn't it?
Well, I happen to think they have a genuine and inseparable bond, which is fantastic and something that I'm willing to recreate should an opportunity present itself. If an opportunity does present itself, I can assure you I am going to grab it with both bloody hands and my feet. I'm just grabbing it.
I told them in the beginning, I said, you do realise how much of a loose cannon JC is, don't you? But they wouldn't listen. Fast forward a few years, and he's punching a member of the crew at a buffet. I mean, I don't like quiche either, but I wouldn't lash out over it.
Yeah, went to Amazon then, didn't they?
Then I was ready for the call, for the relaunch, but the call never came. Chris Evans and a bloke from an American sitcom I've never heard of. I mean, charlatans, the lot of them. Chris Evans can't even oversteer without being sick.
So what does it take then to be a successful motoring journalist?
You need several things, Kevin. You need great hair, a jazzy shirt, boot-cut jeans, an understanding of the motor car, a flamboyant grasp of the English language, and enough charisma to kill a chicken.
Kill a chicken?
Oh, I've done it, Killed a chicken.
It's getting a bit weird.
With my charisma.
So let's move on, shall we?
With my charisma.
So we came on a test drive with you, didn't we? And we saw you do your work firsthand. Play the tape.
This is your life, goddammit.
Right, we're outside Duncan's house. We're going to go with him along on a test drive. He's got a car on his driveway here. I'll be honest, I was quite looking forward to this, but now seeing what we're test driving, I mean, it's not, well, it's nothing special. But, oh, here he is now.
Yeah, well, see if Alexa can cut your bloody toenails for you. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know how it is. You buy your mother an Alexa and suddenly you find yourself second favourite. Right, let's test drive.
I'll just be observing today. I won't chip in, unless...
Good.
Unless
So, the first thing I do when I'm about to review a second-hand motor is I spend a little bit of time just looking at the vehicle, absorbing it, getting into the mindset of the designer, looking at the lines, the contours, the sleek finish, and the hubcaps. I'm psyching myself up here for some pretty fluid velocity. I mean, this isn't just any car, this is an experience. So what are we looking at today? A silver family hatchback. Of course, I'm not talking about any run-of-the-mill family hatchback with sweet wrappers, children's dribble, and maybe even some dog hair in the back. No, I'm talking about a recently vacuumed 2012 Ford Focus. Titanium. Oh, she's special, all right. Which is just as well. 'Cause I've got special needs. where do I stick the key? Come to think of it, where is the key? I've just got this bloody fob thing. Well, caveman. Or cavewoman. I mean, equality applies to taunting as well as, equal pay and all that. What was I saying? Yes, caveman / cavewoman. You can keep your keys back in the day when simple terms of endearment were appreciated and not considered creepy or inappropriate. No, there's no key here. Oh, no. It's all about pressing the right buttons. So let's turn her on, shall we? Whoa. Hear that roar? Ha ha! Yeah, for a family hatchback, what's under the hood may actually surprise you. But surprise you in a good way. Like someone turning up to a wake with a pot noodle. That's a 3-cylinder, 1-litre EcoBoost engine, with a turbo making this light, economical, and surprisingly nippy, considering that on paper, this resembles a flipping lawnmower. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, DT, I want to see you professionally drive it.
I was thinking about pot noodles.
But before we go for a spin, let's take a quick look at this centre console and dash here. Look at that. Yes, it's plastic, but you know what? It's durable, meaning that in 1,000 years' time, a futuristic turtle will probably be choking on this. If the day of reckoning hasn't happened by then. But look at the detailing on this dash. Look at it. Look at that texture. It resembles the skin of an angry father-in-law who's had too much of his retirement going to the Costa del Sol with tokens ripped out of a racist tabloid newspaper. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And here we have a CD player made by Sony. That's enough of that. Meaning that when you're out and about, you can blast out some serious decibels, to the annoyance of everyone around you. Now, seriously, kids, no one ever listened to tunes blasting out of a car, going past at 35 miles per hour, warped by the Doppler effect, and thought, do you know what? I wish I was them. But if you do want to be considered a prick by people, then this sound system can certainly help. Right, time to tear up the tarmacadam to the very edge of dangerous driving. Let's go.
Tearing up the tarmacadam.
Bloody idiot. Bloody idiot. She's got 52,000 miles on the clock, which is below average, a full service history, and 2 previous owners, one of which was a Motability user. But I can assure you this vehicle has not been involved in any nasty accidents. And by that, I mean I've scratched and sniffed the driver's seat, and there's no sign of any human juices. She's got 125 brake horsepower, and does 0 to 60 in about 10.6 seconds. Although that with 4 passengers and a body in the boot, you'd probably need to add a few seconds on. I need you to keep still. The thing is with a motoring journalist voice is you've got to use it to have gravitas. And that's what I said to JC back in 1989 at the very start of his career. And I said, you know, JC, you've got to consider your voice. How do you use your voice for gravitas? And that was the advice I gave JC back in 1989, and he listened. He took it on board. And really made it his own. Okay, yes, he can do it better than me, but I take credit for that. And yet not once. For a car of this age, I've got to say, she drives very smoothly, and as we follow the undulations of the road, it's like running your hands over the contours of a beautiful woman. As long as she's shaved her legs. Unless, of course, you go with the hairs down the leg. I mean, you look at them on you know, the three of them. You know, Richard Hammond and JC and Brian May, and what have they got that I haven't? What have they got that I haven't? Apart from millions in the bank. You know, do they have to be so bloody smug about it? And now the latest Top Gear, have you seen the lineup for that? A cricketer and a comedian. A cricketer and a comedian. I mean, they look like great guys, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind having a beer with them. But have they got an advanced driving licence? Have they? No. I have. Miles per gallon is... Get out of the way! You twat! Twat! You know, so just because you've got a bloody giant lollipop doesn't make you pissing Gandalf. You what? Get a real bloody job. You heard. You heard. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Any chance we could pull over somewhere and grab a pot noodle?
Miles per gallon is stated in the owner's manual as being 56, but both you and I know it's like going to work in your girlfriend's gym jams. It's something you'd love to achieve, but it's unlikely to happen. I've actually done the speed awareness course 3 times. First time was because I actually got done speeding. The second time I enjoyed it so much I asked if I could do it. I paid to do it again. The third time was a gift. We've covered the sensible stuff. Let's see what top speed we can achieve down this quiet country residential street.
Is this legal?
Whoa! Feel that G!
It's a bit of an exaggeration. We're doing 37 in a 30.
Oh my word! That's 40 miles an hour. $45.
Tearing up the tarmac down.
Shit!
What is it? What?
Shit.
What?
Being pulled over. Mother will go up like a bloody Tesla battery. Seriously, if she finds out about this. Right, stay here. Hello, officer. Hello.
You know, if we'd have stopped for a bloody pot noodle, this would never have happened. How do? Everything alright?
Yeah, he recognised me. He just wanted an autograph.
What, like he gave you a slip of paper?
No, he wanted an autograph. He's a fan of the show.
Yeah, but do you think that he'd breathalyse Tom Cruise?
Shall we just head back? I'll add a voice over to the last bit.
4th visit to speed awareness course.
Quiet in the vehicle, please. Professional driving.
So, at just £5,500, is this a DT recommended bargain? Yes, it is. It's a smooth, comfortable and sensible drive, and if you beg to differ, you deserve to be convicted as a drug mule in Thailand, incarcerated and spooned nightly by a large muscular Cuban called Yoel. If you're interested in this motor, go to www.dtbargainssecondhandmotors/money-saving-expert/frugal channels104/thisweek's-features/blueyonder.net.
This is your life, goddammit.
A fascinating insight into the behind-the-scenes process of doing one of those test drives. I thought there might be a spin round a track, at least.
I usually do. Well, I say track. It's a supermarket car park, but it's more difficult since they made it 24 hours. It's a health and safety thing.
Now it's the part of the show where we go to the phones and a caller gets to ask our guest a question about their career. Have we got anyone? Yeah, we have. Right. What's his name? Right. We got a John Smith from Hasselrag Rollery. Hello, John.
Hello.
What's your question for DT?
It's more of a request for a professional driver.
You have to go through the Uber app, John. And of course, that depends how close I am to you.
Not quite what we're looking for. This would be a very private arrangement, with a very specific set of requirements.
Not a taxi to the airport, then?
No, we also need someone who is very quick behind the wheel and doesn't ask questions.
6 points on my licence, and a journalism style that's more reportage than interview.
You'll need to provide the wheels. Something fast, with room for 3 big guys and some big bags.
I drive a Toyota Prius.
You're not going to want to drive your own car for this job.
Hold on a minute.
I can use one of the cars I'll be reviewing. I've got a 2007 Renault Kangoo coming up in a couple of weeks.
Maybe we'll source the vehicle.
Look, I've got to cut in here. Let me guess. Does this job pay well?
Very well.
Do you think I'm bloody stupid? Do you think I'm just going to sit here and let this happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, why can't I have a crack at this? There's no overtime as a careers advisor, you know. I've got 3 points.
I've got my advanced driving licence.
Yeah, but my car's got built-in sat-nav, see?
This is a one-time deal for DT. We'll be in touch with further instructions.
Just before you do, have you approached Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, any radio DJs, American sitcom actors, comedians, or professional sportsmen before me?
No.
Great, I'll do it. Yeah.
We'll be in touch, DT. Be ready.
There you go. One day I will get my break. Here's Teen Junction.
Do this, do that. Clean your room. One of these magazines. Forget about your acne, get your life on track. It's Teen Junction.
This is the part of the show where a teenager who's at a junction in their life needs some help towards the right path. And then they seek some advice from me and if possible, our guest. On the phone, we've got a 16-year-old Chad from Bishop Tanner's Secondary. Hello, Chad.
Hello.
Right, what's your you've got the attention of me and DT. What's your question?
How can I be famous?
I've got this, Kevin.
Hold on a minute, Duncan. I mean, for a start, you're right for the Watchtower. You're on a channel no one's heard of. You still live with your mother, and you play second fiddle to a bloody Google Alexa thing. I mean, you're a long way off from Strictly Dancing on Ice in the jungle. You know, leave this to the professional careers advisor. All right. So, Chad, why do you want to be famous?
I just admire famous people off the telly, and I'd like to have loads of fans like they do.
Right. I see this all the time with youth of today. I mean, it's the bloody narcissism that's sweeping the youth culture, you know. It's very shallow, Chad. You're better than that, son. Let me guess, you got multiple social media accounts with thousands of friends. But how many of those are actual true friends, eh? I mean, How much of your life is portrayed through social media for the benefit of what other people think? Eh? I'll tell you what you need to do, son. You need to look inward instead of outward. You need to realise that you've got talents, you've got skills, you've got abilities and untapped potential for greatness. And if you aim towards your passion, and set a course towards living a life with meaning, you see, the thing is, Chad, right? I mean, regardless of whether you're admired by millions or even just have a close-knit group of friends and family who love you for your true, genuine self, you know what? That's bloody contentment, that is. And that's one of the best things in life you can have. It really is. You all right?
That's beautiful.
So, Chad, tell me. Come on, son. What is it you're passionate about?
How could I become a meme?
See? Complete bloody waste of time. Good luck, Chad. Just stay out of prison, all right? And don't be a bloody careers advisor. I'm ready to go home now. Can we just... Let's crack on. Let's get through the rest of it. Let's not mess about. Right.
Forget about your acne, get your life on track. It's Team Junction.
Right, it's time for Doppleganger
When
Jobsworth.
your name is the same, you're a doppelganger. This is Doppleganger Jobsworth.
Rude. I was talking then. Yeah, I know I'm in a hurry, but let me bloody do my job. 2 people, same name, swapping jobs for a week. This week we have Sarah Waterfarton, a counsellor who specialises in phobias from Millingborough South, and Sarah Waterfarton, a horse ride instructor from Tenwyn Talbridge. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
So, Sarah, you're normally a horse riding instructor, but you're helping people deal with their phobias this week. How'd you get on?
Oh yes, it was quite challenging. I'm not qualified to deal with serious phobias in people, and to be honest, I didn't know how to deal with it, and so I thought to myself, I'd just do the best I can with what I know.
Great idea, Sarah.
Oh, well, thank you, Kevin. I think horse riding is extremely good for my mental health. So I took all of the clients horse riding.
It's kind of bending rules there, but fair enough. How'd you get on?
It was mostly okay, apart from the one girl who had a phobia of horses. She screamed and ran through a closed patio door.
Right, that won't... We won't be... Do we even have a legal department? I don't know. Councillor Sarah, you became a horse riding instructor. How was that? You what? Struggling to understand you there, Sarah. Can you understand her?
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Yeah, my husband, yeah. Yeah, she's in hospital, right? Got a mouth all jaw all wired up, yeah. She got kicked in the face by a bloody horse, yeah. 'Cause your stupid bloody idea.
Oh, flipping heck.
Can't talk. Your fault. Oh, she can have smoothies and soup. Smoothies and soup. She wants a roast dinner. Can't have a roast dinner unless I smooth it up. She got bloody smoothies and soup. Yeah, you better get yourself lawyered up, yeah. Lawyered up, yeah. 'Cause I'm coming for you, yeah. Get my solicitor. Get my solicitor. Take the piss, mate.
More Doppelganger job swap next week. Next time. Are we ever going to get one of them that goes well?
When your name is the same, you're a doppelganger. This is Doppleganger Jobsworth.
Finally, we've got our resident recruitment consultant to share the vacancy a week from Fickle's Recruitment. It's Chris. Hello, Chris.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Been bullied by any kids bigger than you this week?
Not that many, actually. So, in your face, as they say.
No, they don't say that anymore.
Yeah, have you actually got a vacancy to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, how about you get on with it then? Yeah, we can all go home.
So I was in the local beauty salon getting me spray tan topped up.
Yeah, what a lovely job they've done and all.
Oh, cheers, mate. I'm well made up. I look like I've been abroad, but it was from brutal, really.
Yeah, can you have a word for me?
You want a tan, Kev?
No, I need some fence panels doing in that colour. What is that? Is that like seasoned oak?
So I was talking to Teresa, the owner, and they're looking for a beauty technician skilled in eyebrow threading after the last girl's gone missing for a week.
Well, she might come back.
Apparently, there's a massive backlog of monobrows that need sorting out, Kev. Threading's a big business, you know.
Yeah, what is threading?
Basically, it's when they viciously attack the eyebrows with dental floss. I get it done myself, like.
Oh, I've seen that down the local shopping centre. There was a woman crying.
That's it, yeah. So if you want to rip hairs out by the root from people's faces whilst being able to maintain a good level of dental hygiene after every meal or snack, this could be the job for you. The wages aren't great, but compared to my sublime commission structure, what is? So get in touch with me and let's get you a great CV to guarantee you an interview. I've already got some ready. I just need to put your name on. This could be a win-win-win because you get a job, they get someone who's handy with a dental floss, and I'll get my commission, which can go towards me make.
So eloquently put there, Chris. And all that leaves me to do is to thank today's guest, Duncan Tuffle.
Yeah, it's DT, Kev.
Whatever. Any final words for listeners?
I guess I'll finish the way I always finish my show, with my catchphrase. You know the one.
Can't say I do.
Until next time.
Yeah, don't build your hopes up. I mean, it's highly unlikely that we'll get a second run at this. So, even if we did, we'd probably get different careers in. So,
until next time, seek out those motoring bargains, and remember, you need 6 wheels. What's that, DT? I only need 4. Well, what if you get a flat? And how are you going to steer the bloody thing? Goodbye.
It's a bloody monologue, that. It's not a bloody catchphrase. Right, so that's it. I'm going for a lie down. Please like, subscribe, and share this podcast with those who you think would benefit from it. And that leaves me to say from everyone here at Jobsworth, goodbye.
Nice to be in orbit.